I think it's fair to say that 2017 was one of the most eventful years for gaming. The launch of the Nintendo Switch, upgrades to the PlayStation and Xbox, plus a plethora of scandals in the later half of the year. However, one of the coolest things about this year was the continuous stream of great video game adventures. It seemed like every month there were loads of fabulous titles coming out, and as such, it made determining my personal favorite 5 games of the year a little bit tricky. There was a nice variety of game genres on display this year, and I feel that these next few picks are evidence of that. So without further ado, and in no particular order, here are my favorite 5 games of 2017. Number 1. Resident Evil 7, Biohazard. I had a feeling this was going to be a great year, because it started off with the thrilling survival horror of Resident Evil 7. Despite the shift to the first-person perspective, Resident Evil 7 plays very much like a classic Resident Evil game, with puzzles, inventory management, and terrifying encounters. Trapped deep within the bayous of Louisiana, you play as Ethan Winters, a man who has gone looking for his missing wife, and now he must do everything he can to survive the attacks of the disturbing and maniacal Baker family.
Heck of a thing, ain't it? Sure shit beats the hell out of dying. My little girl has given us a gift.
Using weapons, clever maneuvering, and a bit of stealth makes this game so much fun to experience. Combine that with the blood-chilling sound design and the grotesquely detailed visuals, and you have my favorite horror game since Alien Isolation. I love the Resident Evil series across its many different installments, but I found RE7 to be a fresh, exciting, and scary new chapter for the series. Turn down the lights, put on some headphones, and you'll be immersed in arguably the scariest game of the year. Number 2. Injustice 2. The original Injustice was a fantastic fighting game from the folks at NetherRealm Studios, and the sequel takes everything I loved about the original and takes it to the next level. The fighting mechanics of this game are so fast-paced and rewarding, being equally fun to watch as it is to play. There are so many things that make each fight a blast, like the clash system, the revamped character powers, and the dynamic stage transitions. Every single character is fun to play as, and you can customize their appearance through the game's extensive gear system. What made me really enjoy this game, though, is the terrific emphasis on single-player features, as well as its multiplayer modes. The multiverse challenges are great fun, and the story mode is one of the most enjoyable ones in a fighting game to date.
That's the problem with fighting for truth and justice. The battle never ends.
And executing them will end it? First Joker, now this. When does it stop?
When there's no more crime. When people can live without fear. We want the same thing, Bruce.
I wanted to kill my parents' murderer. I could have. But that's not the life they wanted for me. And it's not the life Lois would want for you.
Don't you put that on me.
This continuation of the alternate Earth DC characters is filled with awesome action scenes and heartbreaking moments, and I really liked revisiting the world of Injustice and its fallen heroes. Injustice 2 features an excellent story, impressive visuals, and exceptional fighting gameplay, making this my favorite fighting game of the year.
I ran a long way from the future to hurt you, Barry, but this timeline, it's all wrong.
So go back to your own time, Reverse Flash.
Think I haven't tried? Your regime buddies killed one of my ancestors. Now I'm trapped in a paradox. I can never go home. At least I can hurt you!
Number 3. Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon Zero Dawn is easily one of the most unique, fun, and breathtaking games of the year. Aloy's journey to discover the truth about the old world and save humanity was an incredible grand adventure, and one I've thought about all throughout this year. The world of this game is so massive and so well realized that it made for an unforgettable experience. The various cultures Aloy runs into, along with the rich history of the land, makes the world of Horizon Zero Dawn come to life. And Aloy was such a delightful protagonist, she quickly became one of the most beloved characters of the year.
You know, I often think of the day I gave you that scar. It's a cherished memory.
Yeah, the look on your face when I knocked that stone out of your hand was pretty entertaining. But I suppose you leave that part of the story out when you tell it, don't you?
I branded you that day to mark your shame.
All you did that day was make me stronger. Just wait. I'll show you tomorrow.
The main quest of Horizon is magnificent, and there is plenty to do across the game's numerous side quests and extra challenges. And learning skills and obtaining powerful new weapons and armor makes the game all the more enticing. The combat and stealth systems are also masterfully designed, and nearly every encounter is tense and exciting. There is just so much I love about this game. The characters, the robot designs, the world, the music, and I could go on, but the main thing is that Horizon Zero Dawn is an RPG that is utterly superb. Guerrilla Games knocked it out of the park with this one, and I can't wait to see what they do next.
For years, you've trained to win the Proving, but only for yourself. As a brave, it will be your duty to fight for your tribe.
My tribe? You said I wouldn't need them.
But I never said the tribe wouldn't need you. The strength to stand alone, Aloy, is the strength to make a stand. To serve a purpose greater than yourself. That is the lesson you must learn. And remember it. After the Proving, and after I'm gone.
Number 4. Sonic Mania. As much fun as I had with Sonic Forces, I ultimately decided that of the two Sonic games that came out this year, Sonic Mania was the one I enjoyed more overall. As someone who has been with the series since the 90s, Sonic Mania was a stupendous rollercoaster ride of old and new locations. Getting to play as Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles with classic high-speed platforming never ceased to be fun. The levels are just sheer joy, and the boss battles provide a whimsical challenge whether you fight Dr. Eggman or the new hard-boiled heavies. Sonic Mania was developed by a smaller group of people, including the talented Christian Whitehead, and you can tell that they had a lot of love for the Sonic franchise. The remastered stages and the rockin' soundtrack are nothing short of sublime. Plus there's fun little additions like the drop dash special move and the 3D special stages that are good fun. Sonic Mania is a great choice for anyone who loves platformers. While it may have been a while since the last main series Sonic game, the Blue Blur returned in style this year with Sonic Mania, and I adored it. Before I reveal my final pick, I want to share some of my honorable mentions. These were games I had lots of fun with, but they didn't quite make it into my favorite 5. They are all still well worth checking out though, so let's take a quick look.
Victory is just ahead!
Time for the two of us to team up. It doesn't matter what obstacles they put in our way. We'll blow past everything they throw at us. Double boost! Yeah, that's how it's done. We've got unstoppable speed and timing. We just have to keep this up. Bingo, found a way in.
Number 5. Nier Automata. Of all the games I played this year, none have stuck with me quite like Nier Automata. This fascinating RPG stars androids 2B and 9S as they fight to win back the Earth from a seemingly endless army of machines. The gameplay is a delightful blend of high-octane action RPG mechanics and the tense firefights of a bullet hell shooter. There's plenty of side quests, skills, and weapons to experiment with, but the primary reason why Nier Automata made it into my favorite 5 is the emotional and memorable journey it takes you on. It's hard for me to describe why the game is so fantastic without getting into spoilers, but know that if you stick with the game all the way through its 5 main endings, you are rewarded with one of the most impactful and touching endings I have ever experienced in a game.
2B!
Beautiful, beautiful. I must be.
Those look like corpses.
Nier Automata tackles a lot of heavy themes, yet it never ceases to be engaging and fun to play, and it is sprinkled with great moments of humor and the occasional breaking of the fourth wall. It's quirky and unique and is packed to the brim with stellar boss fights, lovable characters, and an absolutely beautiful, gorgeous soundtrack. Nier Automata was easily one of my favorite games of the year, and like all the other titles on this list, I wanted to keep playing it. It's been an awesome year for video games, and Nier Automata is one of the many reasons why. So those were my favorite 5 games of 2017. What were your favorite games of this year? Feel free to share in the comments below. I look forward to catching up with all the games I missed in 2017, and I can't wait to see what exciting new games 2018 will bring. Until next time, keep having great adventures, everyone.
He will soon make his presence known, but for now...
First, a few words from the brave and the bold.
I'm the brave one, right?
I'm not bold enough to disagree.